The water crisis in Lagos is acute, especially for residents in low-income communities who experience water poverty alongside limited access to sanitation and other basic services. Although the Lagos state government undertook various reforms and invested heavily in the water sector over past decades, there has been little improvement in equitable access to clean and affordable water. One of the main challenges is that the reform efforts were based on a policy model that sees water as an economic good rather than a human right. This approach is not in line with Sustainable Development Goal 6, which recognizes water as both an economic and social good. To address these challenges, there needs to be a shift in policy thinking towards recognizing water as a human right and as a social good. Planning and decision-making processes have to involve citizen participation and integrate community-led approaches. The institutional and regulatory framework needs to be reformed to ensure accountability and transparency. Water rates have to consider income-based and usage differences. Any reform needs the participation and cooperation of various stakeholders to ensure affordability, availability, accessibility, and quality of water. In such an inclusive and participatory model, the local government ensures that clean and affordable water will be provided at select spots at the request of the Community Development Association, CDAs. The water spots or kiosks are to be equipped with an adequate purification system and a solar-powered pump. A certain amount of water per household per day should be free. The water rates will be determined by the local government and its CDAs, who consider the type of usage, consumption, and financial strength of their residents. The water spots will be run and maintained by the CDA through its water committee, made up of women living in the neighborhood. Local governments can also encourage trusted sources in the communities, including current water vendors, to own and run so-called mini waterworks that will provide and distribute water to households and water spots on behalf of the local government. A transparent bidding process for such mini waterworks has to be organized by local government and its CDAs. The local government can enter into public-public partnerships, PUPs, with the state government, which can subsidize or incentivize such communal or private investments through cross-subsidization of tariffs or special taxation for corporate entities with high water needs. Local government officials taking on water responsibilities have to be trained, pass exams, and undergo an internship period in the community. Once this model is well established, local government with the CDAs and the mini waterworks could go a step further to get IT support to develop and maintain a computerized system that ensures accurate water delivery and billing, the capture of real-time data on water use, distribution, leakages, or contamination. Such an IT system can monitor the regular flow of water and initiate technical interventions in case of irregularities. The overarching government agency responsible for licensing all stakeholders involved in water production, treatment, storage, and distribution will be the Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission. It will set and monitor standards for water quality and purification systems and run as a functional, autonomous public entity. It will also serve as an arbitrator in disputes between stakeholders and have the power to impose fines and sanctions for non-compliance. For this to function, it needs the Lagos State House of Assembly to set up the Commission as an independent public utility in such a way that its work will be transparent, accountable, and efficient. The Assembly will also need to regulate the overall tariff structure in such a way that those who consume less will pay lower rates, while corporate organizations using a lot of water will pay special levies destined for a special fund for water service provision in disenfranchised communities. There is a need for a regulation that will prevent market dominance by single actors and ensure competitive production, distribution, and treatment by various small, medium, and large entities. Overall, addressing the water crisis in Lagos will require a multifaceted approach involving all stakeholders, including the state and local government, civil society, communities, and the private sector. But most importantly, the fundamental principle of any water reform policy is to see access to water as a human right and social good, where people are always placed before profits. To further advocate for improved water access, residents can also organize and approach the Water Corporation and their local government officials to request the installation of new water sources or the purification of existing ones. Let's join forces together to make this work.